Bonsoir! Happy Thursty Thursday, you guys. We're here for our romance oracle reading for the week. I've got a beautiful little citrine here joining us. And we're going to be using the Romance Oracle Angels by Doreen Virtue, as always. Hope everybody's doing good. I am. I've had a couple of days off. I love my days off. I just feel like I pretty much live by the life of my dreams. I just pretty much sit around, do whatever I want, and then I get to do this, and it's so wonderful. And be here for you guys. And I'm all excited because I've got my cards all ready to go. I'm gonna start recording our monthly predictions for the year just to give us a look ahead if you would like. And it's great for a reference guide throughout the year. And before we start, I will invite you to subscribe to this channel. Press the bell for notifications for when I upload. And yeah, check out the description box below. There's usually links to the decks that I use or the books that I talk about, or maybe some key takeaways from the video or additional thoughts. And then, yeah, and if you would like to support this work and my channel, there is a link to my PayPal. So yeah. Alright, yeah, like and comment. I can't do this without you. All of your engagement on this video helps me get out into the algorithm, and it is much appreciated. So, let us begin. What is it that we need to know about our love lives this week that will help us and serve us for our highest good? To help align us with our heart's desire for ourselves in this current moment and really get clear about what that is, and then align with that vibration. What can we do? What can we embrace? What should we know for our highest good? Ooh, something is worth waiting for. So if you feel antsy or in a hurry, that is because Mars has been in retrograde for months. And Mars is your personal willpower and drive to like go after what you want. It's your sex drive, it's your ambition, it's that sense of industry and spirit. And it's been in retrograde, so it's like our mojo has just felt off, like for months now. I think since midsummer, I can't remember. But it is stationing direct on the 12th. Is that today? I don't know. I'm an ethereal wisp. I don't know what the date is unless I'm working. But it's stationing direct on the 12th. So you may feel like this resurgence of mojo, and you're like, oh my God, like I feel like my old self again. Like, you might feel motivated to get back into your old routines and like double down, and maybe you just felt like really lackadaisical there for a minute and it wasn't like you, but it's over now. The shift has happened. You're feeling the resurgence of all that energy. And so it's also making you feel antsy and you want to reach for a cookie. And we all know what that cookie is. We're here for the romance reading. So it's best to just trust divine timing. Trust that the more you can be happy within your own frame, within your own life, within your own day-to-day, that you will get more and more in alignment with your authentic self. And then it's like you will get clearer on what it is that you truly desire and what you want in your heart. And then you'll get clarity and your desire will be stoked. And when you're clear about your desire and you're not wishy-washy about it, the universe takes that order and it's already on the way. It's already being sent to you. It's just you have to wait for it to get there. Right? And the universe always delivers in one way or another. It may not be quite the package that you were expecting, but something always will be delivered by the universe that matches your vibration. So the thing is that you have to make sure that you're in a state of alignment with that desire, meaning like your mindset is on that thing and is set in a way that's going to help you. Your emotions, your heart is set on it, your determination, your focus, like the actions that you take are supporting you going towards that thing. In addition to being in vibrational alignment with that thing, you also have to feel like you are deserving and worthy of it, and you have to be willing to receive it and able to receive it. So you have to have a vessel to receive. So all of these things take time in our love lives, and there are many factors involved for not only us, but for other people. So all of those factors have to align. So the thing that you're calling in, though, you're getting more clear about it, and anything that's not really up to par with that is just sort of like, you're starting to get to the point where you're like, okay, I see the value of waiting, right? In order to really give yourself a chance to have that relationship that you want, it's worth waiting for, and you have to save room for dinner. You have to keep the space open for that match to come in. You can't keep the space full in hopes that it'll get there and then you can move everybody else out of the way, or like readjust your life to accommodate. Like, you know, look around the rest of your life. Does it support the kind of romantic situation that you want, right? If you want to get out there more, are you getting out there more? If you want to start settling down and taking, looking at more serious options. Like, it's like, are you starting to entertain people that you take more seriously? Is your behavior matching up? So the universe loves to fill a void, and the more you are in touch with your authentic self, the more you're dialed in to your own natural setting and your own natural radio station. And the more you can sustain your life in the most wonderful expression of the authentic way that you want to live it, and the way that you want your life to look at on a daily basis, then it's like, okay, the universe is dialing into that radio station, and it's going to be sustainable to you because that's what's natural to you. And then if you know yourself that well, and you've set your life up to express yourself that well and express the love in your heart for the things that you love in your life, then the universe is going to be like, oh, this is easy. Here's your match. And so if you're willing and able and ready, and you feel worthy and authentic, then and deserving, then it's like the match can come, and then it will resonate, and it can stay, and it can sustain. But it's like when we're trying to be something that we're not, or we're trying to twist ourselves into a pretzel or jump through hoops, that's not really authentically us. And so we're trying to like force ourselves into this mold that's not really natural. It's like we're putting ourselves in a corset, trying to like, stick in this like framework that's not natural, right? And so once we get tired, we need to take that corset off. Our vibration will wane, right? We won't be in resonance with that thing that came in alignment with what we were trying to put on, right? So learn how to up-level yourself whilst still being real and true to who you really are. And what I mean by up-leveling too is like what you expect for yourself, the boundaries that you set, the standards, the deal breakers, what do you expect? But also, it's like you can't put these expectations you can't project them onto people who aren't willing to like naturally be that, right? So if you're trying to like force someone to change to fit your needs, then it's not the right relationship for you, right? And I mean, that's got a caveat to it, because in relationships, it's all about growing and evolving together. And I think that what that means, though, is that like we do need to change, we do need to transform, but it first has to be for us. Like, we can't do it just to please someone else. Obviously, that's codependency, and that's abandoning yourself for someone else. But the way that we're transforming and changing has to do with healing ourselves and enhancing who we are, right? Like, we are, maybe changing our selfish nature and becoming more sharing, or our cold nature and becoming more warm. Maybe we're learning to adjust an avoidant tendency or an anxious tendency, right? So it's like we're always trying to find balance, but it's because we're always evolving for the joy of it, because it makes life more splendid. It makes the expression of ourselves more splendid. right? It's not because we think that we're wrong or bad or not good enough or not worthy. It's just because to have affinity with the Creator, the universe is always expanding. The Creator, the consciousness, the collective consciousness is always expanding. It's like every layer of reality is always expanding, and every part and expression and facet of the Creator is always evolving and expanding. So it's only natural that we too would have the natural tendency and urge to want to evolve and expand. But if you've ever seen nature shows, evolution and expansion don't really come during comfortable conditions usually. It's usually pressure. Oh, okay, what do we have in the deck turned over? We have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Ooh, crushy crush. So your feelings are valid and they're worth exploring, and they are worth others valuing them as well. So just remember that as you go out there, it's worth waiting for someone who reciprocates your feelings and who values your feelings and your heart. I feel like when this card comes up, it's like a good little, it's a comforting message that says, if you have a crush on someone and you're like, I don't know if I'm alone in this, are they reciprocating? I'm assuming that they would, right? And it's you're not crazy, your feelings are valid, there's a mutual chemistry there. What level? I don't know. Let's see. All right, what else do we need to know for ourselves? What is worth waiting for? Something coming around the corner? Something valid. Ooh, finances and career. Ooh, and passion. Okay, wow. So, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So, maybe you're in a holding pattern or a holding period because everyone involved in the situation right now is just focused on, they've been busy with work. Maybe you need to be busy with work. Everybody's focused on career and goals and all of that stuff. But the passion is coming back to life. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And so the more you stoke your passion with what you're doing, and the more that you find stability and security and set that up for yourself and your environment, it's money and love are connected, right? So set yourself up so that you are feeling secure, you're feeling good, you can take good care of yourself. It's hard to feel passion when you're feeling restricted, when you're feeling limited, when you're feeling stressed out. So right now, I think that since we have to trust divine timing and nothing's gonna leap forward quickly anyways, which it shouldn't, I think it's cool to just relax. Trust the feelings. Trust your feelings. Trust that there's feelings there. In the meantime, it's do your thing. Get busy with, all of your goals and your dreams and your finances and things like that. And focus on making those super healthy. That's never a bad thing. That's showing yourself that you are worth the investment, right? And if you don't think you're worth the investment, then you're not putting out into the universe for anyone else to think you're worth the investment, right? You want to vibrate with, I am worth the investment. So it starts with you. You have to invest in yourself. And so right now, it's good to just, continue on, keep working hard. And, you have been working hard, and it's good because you want to really establish the foundations for yourself and these routines so that when your life does get kind of turned upside down, if love comes along, or, your relationship takes a turn for, more adventure, more intimacy, whatever, as love lives shift, you'll be ready, to show it the attention that it wants, that it needs, right? And you'll have the means to do that, and you'll feel good. Love and money are connected. They're connected through the planet Venus. They're both ruled by Venus. And they're both affected by our sense of self-worth, our deservingness, and the worthiness, and that we sort of picked up from our parents. So what kinds of themes between your parents did you see growing up around money? You know, was there resentment between the relationship with money? Was there control issues around money? Was there manipulation around money? Was money used to show love instead of quality time and sincerity? So financial issues are maybe tying into the situation right now. So question what your assumptions are about relationships. You know, you could have interconflicting desires slowing down the coming in of a relationship because you're being defensive around what you've built for yourself and the independence that you've built for yourself. Or maybe you're pushing it away because you're like, no, I can do this alone. I need to prove myself that I can do it alone. And you don't want, you know, to let anybody in, right? Or maybe you think you don't have enough to give a situation, so you're trying to like stack up more coins. Whatever the case is, you're worthy of being loved. And you're worthy of a great relationship. And if two people are both willing and they have a healthy mindset and approach to their money, they can work and build together. But it sucks when money gets in the way of relationships. You know, I've had it happen to me. I'm sure other people have had it happen. And I can tell you that I don't want to be loved for having money any more than I don't want to be loved for not having it. You know, either way, from either side, your love is still centered around money at that point. If you don't love somebody because they don't have money, if you love somebody because they do, either way, your love is focused on the money and not the person, right? You need to trust that if the love is there will be happiness. You can make it work. You can figure out a way, you know, and you can grow together. And if you're really supportive of one another, then you should be up-leveling each other, right? I mean, if you have a supportive partner, how can you not do better and grow and evolve, right? So, yeah, I think that's good. I think allow your passion to grow. Pay attention to your romantic feelings. Don't snuff those out. Just stoke them, you know, be playful. Trust that everything is growing in a good and positive direction. And it's just going to take a little time. It's developing, right? And I think that this January, I can't wait to see what the monthly prediction is now that we're halfway through the month almost, but I just feel like nothing is going to move very quickly the way we want it to. And it's all about revisiting all of these ideas that we picked up from past relationships, from what we saw our parents go through together, from what we took away from what our parents made us feel it had to be like, trying to get out of the shadow of their current expectations, you know, just being interdependent and independent to stand on your own without anybody else's expectations or judgment on you. Yeah, it's just, there's so many things falling into place right now and things being purged out of your system so that you can cleanse and be totally the authentic you that you are, right? So you can call in a match that is actually a match to the authentic you that you are. So that's a process and it's worth waiting for, but it's not, don't lose hope. It's just a slight delay. Okay, one last little card to send us on our way. Ooh, keep an open mind. What was that? You deserve love. All right, you guys, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And don't forget that you deserve love and that you're lovable, like we talked about. All right, y'all. Ooh, I gotta get off here. I'm gonna upload this video and then I'm gonna start filming our monthlies. All right, ciao.